A very pleasant morning to everybody. This is the fourth part of the atomic structure. As I am discussing from the very basics, what is the matter, how the matter is made up of atom, inside the atom what are all the subatomic particles present, in the subatomic particle what are all the important, how to find the number of protons, how to find the number of electrons, how to find the number of neutrons. Like that, I gave you all the concepts clear for you. Now, I am going to take one more concept. That means how the electrons are arranged. How the electrons are arranged in this shell. This concept I am going to take it in a very deep manner. I hope the last video and this last two videos you have some sound background noise effect will be there. But my voice is clear. Please listen to my voice only. Okay, it is my kind request. Don't ask to repeat because the recording will take so many time. And I don't know how to edit that video. If my voice is very low, try to put the headphone and hear it. I hope it will be very easy for you. Okay, how the electrons are arranged in this shell. Okay, now we have to know what is a cell. Cell na என்னன்னு தெரியணும் இல்லையா? Now there is a nucleus and the electrons all revolve around the nucleus in a circular path. And that circular path we call it as a shell. First shell, second shell, third cell, fourth cell. Like that we can able to do it. Okay, well, for example, this nucleus. Around the nucleus there is a circular path. After that there is another round. The first round we can call it as a first orbit. Okay, well, the second round we can also call it as a second orbit. This is called the first orbit, this is called the second orbit. Like that, this circular path have got some name, and that name is known as what? Orbit. Okay? Like how my name is Bala Sarvesh. I have lot of pet names. Bala, Sharvis, like that I have lot of pet names. Like that, they will also have some names. Okay, wow. Like the orbit. Orbit also have some other name. Orbit means the electron revolve around the circular path, and that circular path I am call it as a orbit. This orbit is also have the name, and that name is called as the shell. Okay, va? Okay. Now the scientists have taken K as the first letter, not A as the first letter in representing the shell. Okay, wow. What is the next letter of the K? L, M, N, and O. I consider five things only. So, first cell, second cell, third cell, fourth cell. So, the first shell has some name, that is K shell. The first orbit can also be called as K shell. So, it is the first orbit. What is the number? Second. It is second orbit, third orbit, fourth orbit, fifth orbit. Like that, we have lot of names. Even I can represent in a circle. That is a nucleus. Electron revolve around the nucleus. Okay, va? In that, this diagram, first thing can be called as first orbit. Okay, va? I think that is a nucleus. Electron revolve around the nucleus. This first diagram, okay, va? They can be called as first orbit. Okay, va? The first orbit, which symbol we are using? K. So the first orbit is also have the another name called K shell. It is very easy. Okay, it is a very easy concept for you. First orbit can be also known as a K shell. Now, to represent it in a number, okay, the nucleus and the electrons will revolve around the nucleus. Now, what they are taking some other variables. Let me give. Now, this n represent the principal quantum number, which you will further discussed in the your higher class. Time being, see it, this one represent n is equal to 1. Like how, take sun வந்து நடுவுல இருக்கு, அதை சுத்தி மெர்க்குரி ஃபர்ஸ்ட் இருக்கு, அந்த ஃபர்ஸ்ட்ங்கிறது நம்பர், அதை சுத்தி செகண்ட் வீனஸ் இருக்கு, ஈவன் அவர் எர்த் இஸ் லைக் எ தேர்ட். Like that we are giving some numbers, right? Earth is the third planet from the sun, so 3 is a number. Venus is the second planet from the sun, 2 is sun. Like that, the electrons revolve around a different orbit. So each orbit I am giving some number, like n is equal to 1. Here n is equal to 2. Here n is equal to 3. Like that, the number will go on. So what I am going, எப்படி எனக்கு பால சர்வேஷ் இருக்கு, பாலா சர்வேஷ்னு 3 நேம் இருக்கோ, ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஆர்பிட்டுக்கு 3 நேம் இருக்கு. அந்த ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஆர்பிட் என்னன்னு சொல்லலாம், கே ஷெல் அப்படின்னு சொல்லலாம். கே ஷெல் அப்படின்னு சொல்லலாம். இது எப்படி ரெப்ரசன்ட் பண்ணுறாங்க, n is equal to 1. When you go to fill this, right, it is very easy. This second orbit, k அடுத்த லெட்டர் என்ன, l shell, very easy. Here n is equal to 2. Okay va. Third orbit, m shell, here n is equal to 3. Like that it will go on. Okay va, you can extend it for the n cell, for the O shell you can able to extend this diagram. Now for a I am giving the way in a quick example to discuss this. For example, my name is Palasharvish. I have some other friend, okay, his name is Ajit, let me think. So now there is a chocolate cover. Okay, ஒரு சாக்லேட் கவர் இருக்கு. இந்த சாக்லேட் கவர், I am Bala, he is Ajit. Bala is full stomach completed. ஓகேவா, நல்லா சாப்பிட்டு முடிச்சாச்சு. So my stomach can bear only 2 chocolate. ஓகேவா, there are 10 chocolate out there. ஒரு 10 சாக்லேட் இருக்கு ஒரு பேக்கில். அந்த 10 சாக்லேட்டில் I have the capacity to eat only 2. So Bala Sarvesh will eat only 2. But he will take all the 8 or other 8 and he can give it to the another person. Okay, va? Since I can only have the capacity to bear only 2 chocolate, I ate only 2 chocolate. ரிமைனிங் டோட்டலி 10 எலக்ட்ரான்ஸ், 10 சாக்லேட் இருக்குது. அந்த 10 சாக்லேட்டில் 2 சாக்லேட் நான் சாப்பிட்டுட்டேன். அப்போ மிச்சம் 8 சாக்லேட் இருக்குமா, அந்த 8 சாக்லேட்டை இஸ் கிவிங் டு தி அஜித். ஐம் கரெக்ட்? லைக் திஸ் த எலக்ட்ரான்ஸ் கேன் பி ஃபில்ட் இன் தி ஷெல்ஸ். Each cell can bear up to some limit, and that limit, how the electrons are going to fill in an each orbit, is given by the formula 2n square. Okay va? This formula is very very important. Don't do any mistake on it. Okay va? 2n square is the formula. Okay, well, now let me give an example. Now K shell, this K shell of the value n is equal to 1. I am correct? So the formula is 2n square. Now you have to substitute. Here is n value is given, so this one you have to substitute here. I am correct? So n is equal to 1. Here in the 2n square, substitute the n value as 7. So 2 into 1 square, we get 2 into 1 into 1, we get 2. I'm correct? It is easy, right? So the K shell. Here n value is 1, so it can, according to the formula 2n square, we get 2 as the answer. So the K shell can maximum have 2 electrons only. Okay va, it will not go beyond third. It 10 electron இருக்குனா அதுல ரெண்டே ரெண்டு electron தான் K shell இருக்கும், மிச்ச electron தான் போகும். Okay va, now the L shell. L shell, what is the formula? N is equal to 2. So 2n square. So 2 into, substitute this 2 here. 2 square. What will come? 2 into 2 square can be written as 2 into 2 into 2, which is 8. I hope you will understood this concept very easily. It is a very easy concept. Like that you can fill it. Okay va? K shell. Maximum number of electrons can be filled only 2. L shell, the maximum number of electron is 8. M shell you can calculate and the answer will be 18. Using the formula 2n square, the M shell will have n is equal to 3. So 2 into n square. So 2 into 3 into 3. 2 3s are 6. 6 3s are 18. Like that it will come. You can calculate up to 5 cells, N and the O shell, in your notebook. I think it is very easy. Now, how the electrons are filled in this shell? That is the main point. Now the nucleus is there. Always there is a K shell. Then only L shell will come. I can, let me give only only one two shells. உன்னுடைய எக்ஸாம்பிளுக்காக நான் ரெண்டு ஷெல் மட்டும் எடுத்துக்கிறேன். இப்போ லித்தியம் இருக்கு அப்படின்னா அதனுடைய அட்டாமிக் நம்பர் 3. That means what? It will have 3 proton, 3 electron, which I have discussed in the last 2 videos. In that 3 proton தேவையில்லை, electrons மட்டும்தான் fill இருக்கும், because these 3 protons will go inside the nucleus. So the 3 electron, how we are going to fill it? First shell is called K shell. In that K shell we can fill only the 2 electrons. I already explained it, right? In the K shell n is equal to 1. According to the formula 2n square, only 2 electrons will go. So there is remaining 1 electron. That 1 electron will go to the L shell. That 1 electron will go to the L shell. So lithium, the number is 3. We can write it as 2, 1. So 2 is in the K shell. Remaining 1 electron will go to the L shell. Okay va? Given another example like nitrogen 7. Okay va? 2 electron will always go to the K shell. We should not. நீ இப்போ 1000 எலக்ட்ரான் கொடுத்தாலும் K ஷெல்ல 2 எலக்ட்ரான் மட்டும்தான் ஃபில் பண்ண முடியும். The remaining electron, how many there? இதுக்கு தான் நான் உனக்கு சாக்லேட் எக்ஸாம்பிள் வச்சு சொல்கிறேன். I have 7 chocolate. Now the Bala Sarvesh will eat only 2 chocolate. Remaining 5 chocolate he will give it to the Ajit. So this is in the K shell. This is in the L shell. Okay va? Now K shell will have the maximum limit. N is equal to 1. L shell will have the maximum limit. N is equal to 1, 2 electrons. Here N is equal to 2, 8 electrons. Here M shell. Okay va? M shell, the N is equal to 3. According to the formula 2n square, we get 18 electrons. Okay va? How the 18 comes? N is equal to 3. According to the formula 2n square, we have to substitute n value here. So 2 into 3 square. You can write it as how much? 2 into 3 square can be written as 2 into 3 into 3. 2 3s are 6. 6 3s are 18 will come. Okay va? So 18 electrons can be filled. Okay. So now I have sodium. Okay, well, listen it very carefully. Sodium will have the atomic number 11. Okay. Now I have 11 chocolate. Always the first cell is K cell only. There is no change in it. So on the K cell 2 electrons. எலக்ட்ரான் தான். நீ அவனுக்கு 1000 ரூபா கொடுத்தாலும் அவன் 2 ரூபா தான் எடுத்துப்பான். மிச்சம் 998 rupees மற்றவனுக்கு கொடுத்துட்டான். அதே மாதிரி even I give the 11 electrons, he will take the 2 electrons and he will pass it the 9 electrons to the other thing. But L shell, according to the formula 2n square, it will bear only 8 electrons. ஸோ இப்போ என் கையில் 9 எலக்ட்ரான் இருக்குது, 9 சாக்லேட் இருக்குது, என்னால் 8 சாக்லேட் தான் சாப்பிட முடியும். மிச்சம் இருக்கிற ஒரு எலக்ட்ரானை நான் எம் ஷெல்லுக்கு தந்துடுறேன். லைக் திட் தே வில் பாஸ் இட் ஆன் எவ்ரிபடி. அப்படியே ஒவ்வொருத்தனுக்கா தே வில் வாக், தே வில் பாஸ் இட். I hope you will understand this concept very carefully. Because in the K shell, according to the formula n is equal to 1, 2n square, 2 electrons தான் வரும். How? 2 into 1 into 1 not 2 தான். ஓகேவா? Now L shell எவ்வளோ வரலாம்? 2 into 2 square. அப்போ என்ன வரும்? 8 தான் வரும். என் கையில் 11 எலக்ட்ரான்ஸ் இருக்குது, அதில் 2 எலக்ட்ரான் கே ஷெல்லுக்கு போயிடுச்சு. மிச்சம் 9 எலக்ட்ரான் இருக்குமா? அந்த 9 எலக்ட்ரானில் எல் ஷெல் கேன் பியர் ஒன்லி 8 எலக்ட்ரான்ஸ். அதுலேயும் இன்னும் ஒரு எலக்ட்ரான் இருக்குது. அந்த ஒரு எலக்ட்ரானை இன்னும் அஜித்துடைய ஃப்ரெண்டு அவன் அவனுக்கு தந்தான். ஸோ the sodium 11, the number how it is arranged 2, 8, 1. 2 is in the K shell, 8 is in the L shell, and 1 is in the M shell. Like that the electrons will be distributed. Okay, let me give an example. Aluminium, the number is 13, so you can write it as 2, 8, 3. Okay, now silicon will have the atomic number 14, which can be write as 2 electrons இங்கே போகும், மிச்சம் 12 electron கொடுப்பான். அந்த 12 electronsல L shell can take only 8, remaining 4 electron will go to the M shell. Like this the electrons are filled. I hope you will understand this concept.